Alright guys, well I haven't done any updates in my remote collection in a long time, and I've gotten some nice stuff the past few months, so I figured that it's about time that I show that stuff off. So I'm just going to get right into it. We're looking at an 895 Max today. This is a new one that I got. I have this set up to control the light modules. The first one does that one down there. The second button does this one, and the third button also does something. I'll stand back here. Might have heard something click, but I'll go ahead and show you what it is. It is a Liftmaster 827LM MyQ LED remote light. I got this from I got this from Garage Door Openers, so thank you again for sending this to me. It's pretty nice. Look on the back here, that's the model tag. It was made in March of 2018, and it's 1500 lumens. This thing is pretty bright. Yeah, it's pretty bright. Basically, there's just there's 60 little LEDs in here, and it mounts to the wall or ceiling with those screws, and yeah. Learn button is on the bottom here. This actually is a green light. Programming a remote works the exact same way as programming it to an opener. Let me just grab one to program. Alright, we're going to program my 891LM. This has not yet been programmed. Basically, just push the learn button, that comes on, push the remote button, and the light flashes, and it's programmed now. And it's actually pretty quick to respond to the remotes as well. One interesting thing is that it won't program to my 940 Estd keypad, but it will program to my universal keypad. Let me grab those quick. Alright, so I've got them right here. This one is the 940 Estd. Starting with this one, you'll see when I hold the enter button down on it, you can see the light flashes, meaning that it recognizes the signal from the keypad. But when I go to program it, and I'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold enter, it won't program, which is weird because, get this out of learn mode, it will program to this one right here. So I don't know what the deal is, and the memory is not full on it either. I'll program, I don't know, like the second button on the 893LM. Just gonna light flashed, and now 893LM's programmed to it. So I mean, yeah, really, just something weird about it, but that's my 827LM. Next is in here. You might be able to see that I've got a new box. Here, overhead door. This says transmitter. I don't know what that number is. In the back, channel, so it's 3 channel, and 390 megahertz is the frequency. Let's go ahead and open this up. This was a new in the box eBay find for about 30 bucks. Just open it up, and boom. This is I finally got myself one of these kind of remotes. I've been wanting one of these for a while. The model is 108287-390, and it's got the warning sticker on the bottom, and it does indeed work. In here, visor clip, and it did come with instructions. So look through them quick. The front says, don't play with garage doors, blah, blah, blah. And here, it's not too detailed. Opening the case, setting the switches, and programming it to the receiver. I don't know how, for these multi-button remotes, how it determines which button is for which receiver, for the ones that have dip switches and not a learn button, especially for the 4-button ones. This actually runs off of a 12-volt battery, not a 9-volt like I would have thought. Matter of fact, let me open it up for you and I'll show you the inside of it. Alright, so here's the inside of one of these things. You can see there's the dip switches right there, and it does run off of a 12-volt battery. The light's pretty bright actually. It's dimmer on that one. You can see if I'm holding the 3rd button and I hit the 2nd button, it goes brighter. But when I first got this, it had a dead battery, and you'll actually be surprised what I found inside of it when I went to change the battery. Just trying not to show any other stuff that I got yet. I got this. It's an overhead door battery. Bring in the light here. Overhead door battery. I never knew that they made these. I don't know if this is rare or what, but still pretty cool. So I'll get this reboxed and then I'll move on to the next stuff that I got. Alright, so I guess next I'll show you my 895 Max, because I didn't really show much of it. You can see the buttons on this one are in perfect condition, no cracks or anything on them at all. It says 2016 there, but it was made in 2015. They're actually, this one and the other 895 Max that I have are a little different from each other. I'll grab the other one here. Here's the other one. This one I took the battery out of, but you can see the buttons on this one are cracked some. Anyway, if I just take the clips off of the remotes. This one, I don't know how well you'll be able to read it, but it says 895 Max / 895 RGX. This one says 895 Max / 895 RGD. They are a little bit different from each other. This one, actually I'll start with this one. So I have these two buttons are on 315 and this one's Security 2.0, and the lights on them flash the same. I don't know how well it shows on video, but that's 315. This is Security 2.0. So they flash the same, but this one, when I had the same, I was using this one for a bit until I got this one, and I had the same setup. When I hit this one to do the remote light, it flashes faster than when I do this one or this one. So, just a little something that I noticed about them. Put that back in there, and I will show you the next remote that I got. Alright, so next I got another one of these Genies. It's a GITR-3 from 2012, and I got this one from a guy. He was replacing my neighbor's door. So I now have one of these that I know works right. I have one that I know for a fact doesn't work right. This one here, I've never had a battery in, so I don't even know if it works to begin with. But I now have one that actually works now. So, there's that one. Alright, next I have a Liftmaster 894 LT. This one I also got from the shop. All the buttons on it work. By the way, the reason for the way the buttons look, it looked worse when I first got it. It had paint all over it. So what I did, I took the buttons out of the case, soaked it in rubbing alcohol, and the paint came off pretty easily after that. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you something quick. Let me just grab my... Alright, this is my Chamberlain 940T. You remember it used to have paint all over it? Well, now it doesn't. So, yep. So rubbing alcohol does work pretty well to get paint off of stuff, but the tag on this one is just completely destroyed. Can't make anything out on it, but it was made in 2014, it says on the board. So other than that, nothing really much to say about this one. Oops. So yeah, it's an 894 LT. Alright, next I have a Liftmaster 375 UT, also from the shop. 375 UT case is a little cracked, but that's fine. Second button was never programmed anything. The first button, it works, but you have to push really hard for it to work. It was like really dirty when I first got it, which is probably why. There's that. There's the program button. And the dip switches. So, Liftmaster could come out with a 380 UT. I think it's the same thing, that it just works with more brands than the 375 does. So, not much to say about this one. There's not much to it. Next is over here. You see this, so you're looking at it and you're probably thinking that, alright, it's a receiver. Well, that you would be wrong, because if you look on the side, you can see a little plug. This is actually the wiring box for the old wired keypads. It won't work with the Sears Keypad. This one I believe is model 40CB. I don't have the keypad for it, unfortunately. But this one's a 40CB. I believe the Liftmaster version is the 65LM, and the Sears, I think, don't quote me on it, but I think it's 139.53775. It was made in 1993. It's covered up, but the way that it works, there's 3 terminals on the back. The first 2 are for a normal opener. The third is if you have one that you have to push the button twice for the door to close. Then you would take the front cover off. You put a 9-volt battery in there. That just acts as a transformer, I'm pretty sure. And then you see a little switch there. You slide it up to program, punch in your code, and down to operate. And it's pretty easy to set up. And then that'll also run the door. There's no white LED in it, by the way. So this one was an eBay find. It was like 15 bucks. So pretty neat. And there's the Sears Keypad. And next, you guys probably remember the video I posted of my uncle's Craftsman. Well, I did get the stuff from it. This is the wall button. This isn't the one that came with it. It's from an older opener. It's basically a 58 LMS Plus. It uses the same board as the 68 LM does. So nice. I don't remember when it was made. So I got that. I got the 2 remotes. That's what they look like. Model 139.53753, 2005. This one was obviously the one used more. And then the keypad. Right here, it's model 139.53754. There it is. It has yellow lights. It doesn't show very well. You can kind of see. Yeah. No screw for the battery cover, but it's fine because it stays on pretty well. So yeah, there's that stuff that I got. The last things are probably the favorite things that I got recently. I'll just kind of bring them out, and then because I don't want to give it away too fast, so just give me a sec. Alright, so the last few things are things that I've been wanting for a long time, and I finally got, and I'm really happy to have them. So I will show you them now, and boom. I have the Sears, crap, I don't even remember what it is. I think it's 139.663920, and the 2 139.664030 remotes. This is what would have come with my old Sears You didn't ever really see this one very well in the 2 videos I have in my old doors, but this is what it used to have. I never saw the remotes for it. I don't know what happened to them. But this one is the safety control. You can't push just this one. You can't push just this one. You gotta hit them both to run it. The security switch, all it does is it cuts power to the receiver, and that's it. And here's the receiver on the back. It's actually 9 dip switches, and the date on it says May 8th of 1981. So pretty nice, and it did come with the little antenna thing as well. It just goes in, there's that little spot in the back there that it goes into, and that's pretty much what it looks like from the front. Also, this front part of it does come off. I can't do it with one hand. This front piece of it comes off so you can get at the receiver. So, pretty awesome. And the remotes on the back, it says model 139.664030, and this one does indeed work. This one is the same thing. This one, it works, but not very well. This one, I'm guessing, was the one that was used more. These remotes came with this thingy here. I don't know, the guy, he drilled holes in the back of the remote and used this to hold them together. But yeah, that's pretty nice. So anyway, that's all the stuff I got. Sorry this video was so long, but I'm at 17 minutes, so I'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.